Hey everyone, in today's Procreate tutorial, we're going to illustrate a playful cat with a hula hoop on rollerblades, juggling two balls of wool. This is a fun and quick illustration where you can achieve impressive results without spending hours on the details. With a streamlined illustration process and the right tools, you'll see just how fast and easy it is to bring this idea to life. We'll be working with texture, line work and a limited colour palette to create a bold, cohesive look. To make things even easier, I've provided a free sketch and colour palette. Check the link in the description to download them. In the description below, I'll also list the brushes that I've used, but feel free to use whatever you have. Now let's get started. I've set my dimensions and colour profile to the following settings. I already have my sketch in the Procreate file. Let's just select that and multiply, take it down to about 40 or so %. Do the same to this one here. Close this, create two new layers on top, group, rename, cat, close this, grab the sketch, pop it on top. So we're going to use the raw pen at 20%. We're going to use this colour second from the left. Let's just turn this sketch layer off. Go to this group, select the bottom layer. And we're just going to create an outline of the cat and then fill that in with colour. Fill that in with colour. So I'm just going to momentarily turn this sketch layer off, just so I can zoom in and show you the effect that this brush gives. So it just gives it quite a nice little sort of textured outline. So it's all about having these little shortcuts and the right tools to produce these results. Now let's select this layer. We'll use the soft pencil 6%. We'll choose this darkest blue here. Let's turn this layer back on. And we're just going to add some facial features to the cats. Let's create a new layer. We'll use the same brush to draw the rollerblades. For the next job, we're going to use the gritty crayon at about 35%. Let's just go to the sketch and turn this one on and this one off. Let's create a new layer on top here. We'll use the blue colour second from the right. And we're just going to roughly draw the ball of wool in, so you can kind of lighten up on the pressure as you go out, so we have that lovely texture there. Let's create a new layer. Select this colour first from the left. And we'll draw the second ball of wool in, like so. For the next job, let's use the textured pencil at around size 15. We'll choose this darkest blue here. Let's create a new layer here. And we're just going to draw some line work in on the ball of wool. We'll do the same for this ball of wool, so select this layer, create a new layer on top, and let's do the same to this one. We'll use the same pencil for the next job. We just might increase the size to about 27–28%. Let's select this layer here and create a new layer on top. Let's go back to this color here. We'll just turn this sketch layer back on, and we're just going to add this detail here. And we'll do the same for the other ball. Create a new layer on top here. Choose that blue here. For the next job, we will use the density blur at around 16%. Let's select this layer here, create a new layer on top. We'll use this darkest pink here. And we're just going to add some rosy cheeks to the cat here underneath the whiskers. So because this is a pressure sensitive brush, we're going to put quite a lot of pressure on as we start and just release it as you go out to create this really nice effect, like so. And we'll do the same to this side. Now let's select this layer. We're going to switch this to multiply and just play around with the opacity slider until you get the desired effect. So I might leave it at around 50%. I like how that is looking. For the next job, we will use the abrasive shader at 1%. Let's create a new layer here. And we're just going to add a little bit of shading to the ear, like so. So you can start off with quite a lot of pressure, and as you go out, just release the pressure a bit. And same with this ear. For the next job, we will use the wet and dry brush at around size 5%. We're going to select this darkest blue here. Let's create a new layer on top. And we're just going to add a little bit of detail here, like so, and on this one as well. Next, we will use the dry brush. Just make sure it's up at 100%, size 6%. We'll just turn this sketch layer on. Let's create a new layer. And we're just going to draw the hula hoop in. We're going to use the same brush. Let's just create a new layer on top. I'm just going to add some stripes to the tail. So we're just going to use a light pressure in this instance. We're also going to add a few other lines here and there. But I might just turn it down in size a little, try it at 4%. I'll just put these lines in like so. At this stage you can just turn this sketch layer off. I'm also going to add these lines to suggest action here and there. Let's select the dehydrated brush, 2%. Now this is a really cool brush for adding texture. So let's select the cat layer here, create a new layer on top. We're going to select the lightest color here, and we're just going to add a little bit of texture here and there, like so. And let's just go to this layer, and with the blending modes we'll try vivid light, and just put this to the side here so we can see what we're doing. Vivid light, and just play around with the opacity slider here until you kind of like the effect. So this shows off the texture at 100%, and as you slide the opacity slider down, it becomes less visible. I might leave mine at around 64%. Now let's use the textured filler at around 43% is fine. We'll just close this cat group and close this group here. Let's create 2 new layers. Select both, group. I'm going to call this BG for background. I'll just pop this group on top here. Select the bottom layer. And we're going to use this color third from the left. And we're just going to create this kind of really cool background shape here. Now I like the shape here, but what I might do is just decrease it in size slightly. So select the arrow tool here. I'm just going to take it down in size a tad and just put it in here. For the next job, I'm going to use the subtle noise brush at 100%. The color we'll use is this lightest blue here. And let's just put that on top here. Select the bottom layer, and we're just going to add this really cool subtle texture to the entire page. Yeah, so just go like that, and that kind of quickly adds that texture. So I just want to zoom in so you can see this gorgeous texture here. What we're going to do though, is we're going to do a little something to change the color of that texture. So let's just select this layer with the texture on it, and let's choose the exclusion blending mode, and you can see that it's changed it to quite a darker color, a nice sort of brown rustic color, but it is a little bit too prominent in the background. So I'm just going to play with the opacity slider. So let's just do that so we can see the effect, and I'm just going to go up and down until I've kind of reached the effect that I want. Let's try it at 25%. I'll just zoom up. We do only really want it to be in the background quite subtly, and I think it's done the job here. Just zoom in a little bit more so you can see it. You can see that gorgeous texture in the background. So all of these kind of effects just add to the final charm of the illustration and give it a slightly retro or vintage type of look. For the final touch, we're going to use the Wishy Wash brush at size 62%. Let's just do that. We're just going to use our 4 fingers to get rid of the toolbars so we can actually see what we're doing here. We're just going to add a little bit of texture to the background. Actually, I'll just get the tools back up because I do need to create a new layer for this. And we will be using this blue color second from the right. So to hide the toolbars, I'll do that. we'll be using this brush. It's quite a cool brush, but we'll just apply a little pressure. And we're just going to add a bit of texture, just very subtly here and there. I want it to be quite subtle. I don't want it to be overpowering. And that's it. I hope you had fun creating this playful cat illustration. With a streamlined process and the right tools, you can get fast, impressive results without overcomplicating things. Let's just take this opportunity to have a look at the details of the artwork. So just zoom in here and there so you can have a look. And as always, the illustrations have plenty of gorgeous texture in them, beautiful, gorgeous textured line work. We've got this awesome subtle texture in the background, the texture on the cat here, on the cat's body, even all of this texture within the line work here and on the tail and so forth, as well as the gorgeous line work on the balls of wool. All of these little additions make the drawing what it is really. If you followed along, I'd love to see your work. Feel free to tag me on social media or share it in the comments. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.